really messy kitchens. So I'm so thankful that people come here for a good time and they come here for a vacation, and that is wonderful.
I really hate cleaning the pool, which is like a really random thing and not necessarily a ranch chore that you would expect, but there's always frogs in it and it's gross and nasty and you have to get in there and scrub it out with the broom. It's just really not fun.
I think my least favorite chore to do is probably cleaning out the pig pen. I say cleaning the pig pen is probably my least favorite chore for sure.
Cleaning the pens on hot days.
My least favorite chore is probably cleaning all of the pens in the middle of the summertime when it's really hot.
Cleaning houses. I don't mind wiping stuff down in the houses and I'd rather scrub a toilet than try and make a bed. Because it never cooperates with me. I can't get the duvet inside the cover. I can't get the corners looking quite the right way. It's like, no, have me just go pick up some poop.
My least favorite would probably be the septic work.
Especially when you're sweaty and then dirt sticks to you and everything else sticks to you. Then you're just really dirty.
And I don't mind it, and I'm so thankful we have people, so it's not like it makes me mad, but my least favorite thing is coming in to a super messy kitchen and having to figure out how to clean it up, as quickly and efficiently as possible.
We don't have city sewer and city water, so I've spent many frustrating moments running garden hoses and snakes up and down poop lines. We'll just call them poop lines because not everybody knows what a septic line is.
Cleaning all of the pens takes quite a bit of time, and usually the time where we have a break is in the middle of the day when it's very, very hot.
I don't like mowing the lawn when it's windy because then all of the dust comes back into your face and then you have to take a shower afterwards because there's dust everywhere. That's not fun either.
And trying to unplug toilets. We don't get to call somebody, and there's no public service for that. It's on me. So I've had to dig, I've had to crawl, I've had to plunge, and I've had to snake lines, and that's it's a pretty dirty job. Not one of the favorites.
I'm done with the beds. I'd much rather clean a stall.
I am a morning, no, whoa, did I say that?
Back in college, I was always up at 5:30, going out, working out. When we started this job, it was actually kind of tough. I had to switch to become more of a night person because when people are on holiday, they don't want to get up at 7 in the morning, right? They want to stay up until the wee hours of the night, and then they want to sleep in. And so naturally, the activities would happen later in the evening and not start until later in the morning.
That's a really hard question because I really love mornings, but I also really love nights.
I'm definitely a night person. I'm trying to start being more of a morning person. I'm going to bed a little bit late or earlier and getting up a little bit earlier. I just think that's gonna definitely help me in the future to be able to get up nice and early and still be able to go to bed. Not too late, but still stay up somewhat late.
I think I'd consider myself a sleeping person. I'm probably more of a night person. I do tend to go to bed on the earlier side of things, but I don't actually go to sleep.
Definitely more of a morning person. Yes, I'm definitely up in the mornings.
So I think maybe if I stopped staring at my phone all evening or reading my books, I could be more of a morning person. I'm definitely able to wake up as early as I need to, but if left to my own devices, I'll stay up till midnight, like reading my books or looking at my phone, and then wake up at like 7 or 8.
I am definitely an early bird. I love to get up early. When I get up early, I feel very fresh and ready for the day. It's just my dad and I who are early birds, and then everybody else is night owls. And so they stay up late and get up later. I've been trying to teach myself to stay up later with them and get up a little bit later, but I definitely like getting up earlier.
I am a night person, a really, really hardcore night person. I would much rather sleep till noon every single morning. But Tim is a morning person, and so we're really trying to find a compromise there. So
there's no faking it. Like I'll pass out as soon as I sit down after 10 o'clock and you turn a movie on, I'm on the couch, I'm out. It doesn't matter how good the movie is.
I am finding myself going to bed earlier and getting up earlier than I probably would like.
I'm trying to play to my strengths, and I'm recognizing no matter what's happening around me, I'm definitely a morning guy.
when I was about 12, I went to Lebanon with my mom, and she had actually lived in Lebanon for a little bit when she was growing up, and she took me to her building, and she has like a lot of stories about the trash chute, and it was super gross, and she was like, smell it, it's like fun. And I was like, okay, sure, because I was 12 and she was my mom, and I smelled it and I like almost threw up. It was terrible.
The worst smelling place that I've probably been is in with the goats, our male goats. They really stink.
The worst smelling place I've probably ever been is the back room of our house when we had a gallon of milk explode that was rotten. It's either... Wait. How did that happen? So...
I think the worst smelling place or thing that I have to deal with probably has been on the ranch, and it's been the fly traps. The fly traps, once they've caught a bunch of flies, really smell very bad. It smells like death. And it's just a bad scent, and it wafts in the air. So you can't like just pinch your nose, it's just all there.
We got a bottle calf from a family, and they weren't sure how to feed it. When they dropped it off, they gave us, they gave us 7 gallons. They gave us 7 gallons of whole milk. I'm like crying because...
2 places. I used to work in a pig, I worked at the swine unit on my university. So a swine unit is fully enclosed with hundreds of hogs. And if you come here on the ranch, you'll see that 4 hogs smells. Hundreds of hogs in an enclosed area smells so bad. And fun fact, when I was in college, I got a blind date with a really attractive young man when I was working at this swine unit. When you work in a swine unit, you can't get the smell even out of your hair. So I went home, I showered like 4 times, and then I went out with this individual, and he was like, yeah, I can't date you. It was so funny.
So we left it in the fridge for a little bit, but one of the ones that they gave us, we didn't realize was already open. And so it sat there for a while until we realized it was separated and changed colors. So we pulled it out of the fridge and we set it down on the ground because my mom was like, oh, I'll deal with this in a little bit. It went all the way underneath our dish rack and then around to under the fridge. It was a mess. Yeah. And the stink stayed for like 2 weeks.
So whenever we go to town, we pass a composting plant in Gilroy.
Oh, the second one is we have a composting plant in Gilroy.
And every time we drive by it, it's close the windows, it's shut the air conditioner vent.
Everyone raves about compost, and it's like the best thing ever. And I totally agree with composting and the whole concept behind it. I had no idea when you take mountains of compost and you ferment it and you turn it over the way that they need to make compost, it smells so bad.
Because man, that composting dust will be in your mouth and in your nose before you know it.
But if I had to work there, oh man, that would be worse than the swine unit.
Not ideal. So I'm like prepared for everything that happens at the ranch. Dirty sink water, whatever. Cow poop, whatever. Trash chute in Lebanon, not okay.